Holy smokes, guys. What a day for Palantir stock, guys. Monstrous day for the stock. And, well, what else is new? That's been the case. We had another over 3% green day today. Actually, 3.5% green day. The stock went up over $6, and we closed at what? $179.50 a share, and we're up even more after the bell. We're up to over $180, which we actually hit that earlier in the day. We hit $180.50, which, well, that's an all-time high. So Palantir is ripping. I want to go over the charts, what I'm doing. Am I selling, buying more, right? Am I just holding on to the stock? So, guys, let's dive into it. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the email stock newsletter. It is free. That's linked right down below. And check out my Patreon if you want to be a part of the Discord chat. And most importantly, see what stocks I'm buying, how I'm building my portfolio. That's also down below there. So, like I said, we are on a rampage. This stock hit another all-time high, $180 per share, and we all know they just reported earnings just 2 days ago, right? And we just keep on building on those gains. They reported their first billion-dollar revenue quarter, and, well, they crushed it across the board, man. They crushed it across the board. Guidance is great. There's nothing much. You can't really say anything bad. You can't say anything bad about their earnings, and we just keep on pushing, right? You guys can see on this 5-day, 5-minute, right before earnings, we were at $160, and again, now we're at $180. So we're up $20 pretty much from where we were Monday at close. We closed at $160. Now we're at $180. We're up 12%, almost 13%, $20 a share. Unbelievable. And if we continue looking here at the different time frames, we can see, oh, and by the way, before we do that, there was a crazy upgrade in the price today, a price target increase. Looks like here HSBC adjusted their price target on Palantir to $181 from $111 a share, and they maintain their hold rating, and Goldman Sachs maintains their neutral rating on Palantir Technologies, raising their price target to $141 a share. So that's well under where we are right now. And honestly, I think the high on Wall Street is slightly over $200 a share for Palantir, the price target. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. But that's what I think it is right now, which is insane considering, where Palantir was not too long ago, 20, 30, $40. But hey, this thing's booming, man. We're pushing $500 billion market cap. Let me actually get the number on that for you guys. Let me pull it up here. Palantir market cap. Let's pull this up. Palantir market cap, $423 billion, ladies and gentlemen. $423 billion. We're getting there. We're going to be a $500 billion company soon. And from there, only a double up to $1 trillion. Only, right? I mean, acting like it's so easy, right? But I think we will be a $1 trillion company at some point. Not too far out. Probably my prediction was by 2030. I set that prediction a little bit ago, and who knows? It could be before that at this rate. But I think, what's it called? A realistic time period is by 2030. And we can see here on this chart, this thing is hitting, fresh highs like we said, but we were just at $148 on the 23rd of July, man, not too long ago. And now we're up from that point 22%, $32 a share, which is wild. So at this point, guys, I got to be real. I think we're going to get a drawdown. Not that I'm selling, I'm holding on. So if you guys are like, oh, what's stocks doing? Buying, selling, holding. I'm holding on tight. But with that being said, I'm saying that fully understanding my wrist hurts with this new mic, guys. I gotta get a mic stand or get back to my mic stand. But at this rate, I'm fully aware of where we're at. We're pretty overbought on these charts. If I zoom in a little bit, We're hot. Markets are hitting all-time highs. S&P, NASDAQ, right across the board. The Dow, I think, actually hit an all-time high, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not actually on second thought. But I think we're due for a drawdown. Whether it's later this week, honestly, I don't think it's going to be this week because we just got earnings. Palantir's hot. I don't think it's going to be this week necessarily, but maybe the following or the week after. I think we're going to get a little pullback on this thing. Not because anything's going bad, just because it's natural, and the stock is just very hot at this point. But that doesn't change the fact that they crushed it across the board. First $1 billion quarter, like I said, they crushed it across the board, man. A bunch of new deals. It's their guidance, which is very important in the stock market. When they up guidance, full year, for the quarter as well. Important stuff. And that's exactly what this company ended up doing. But again, I'm telling you, man, I think we're going to get a pullback. Not this week because earnings are fresh, but maybe at some point next week. Maybe at some point at the end of next week. You know what I mean? And it kind of depends on what the overall markets do as well. As of now, we're hitting all-time highs. We're hot, which is also contributing to Palantir, obviously, right? So if I pull up the S&P 500, this is not, I guess it's not hitting all-time highs, but we're pretty much right there, guys. We were just at all-time highs like a week ago. You know what I mean? The uptrend's holding on this 4-hour chart. If we pull up the 5-day on SPY, clearly we have an ascending triangle that's starting to play out now, and we could start to break out here and go back to those highs that we were just at. So markets are hot. We're trading right at all-time highs. So at this point, I feel like, yeah, there could be a little more juice in Palantir, but overall we're due for a drawdown. And we can see on QQQ, now it's actually really pushing in the aftermarket here. We closed up 1.3%. Now it's at $570 a share in the aftermarket. So this is pushing, and hey, all-time highs are it's looking like they're right around the corner. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, but that's kind of what we're seeing here on the charts. And let me quickly pull up the earnings calendar so I can see what companies reported today, because it looks like we are up after the bell, and it could be because, I don't think it's because of earnings. Could be some macro stuff going on, but we did get, I think, McDonald's earnings. Let's see what they ended up doing really quickly here. Why not, and then we'll wrap the video up. Actually, they were this morning. Oops, my fault, guys. So I don't know what really came out after the bell today. Maybe I'll do a video on that tomorrow. But McDonald's ended up reporting, let's see here, folks. McDonald's did earnings per share of $3, and that's adjusted EPS, $3.19 versus $3.14 expected on sales of, $6.84 billion versus $6.68 billion. So double beat for McDonald's. Looks like here, revenue from franchised restaurants up 7%. Global system-wide sales rose 8%. Very nice. Let's see. Q2 sales by company owned and operated restaurants, $2.46 billion. I kind of want to see their snack wrap sales. They probably, there's no way that's even here. I got to dive deeper into the actual earnings release to see that. But I'm super curious about that. I heard mixed feelings about that. Did you guys see the return of the snack wrap after like 9 years or something? Is that in this? Or yeah, it's got to be in this earnings, right? Yeah, duh. So I'm going to look deeper into that, see if I can find some numbers on that, just out of my personal curiosity, honestly, at this point. But yeah, not bad for McDonald's. I used to own this stock about a year ago. I bought it and kind of sold it really fast. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but it could have been right in this pocket. No, that was earlier in 25, so it wasn't in 2025. It was, you've seen McDonald's go up and down a bunch from around 300 to 250. I noticed that. And it might have been, yeah, after this dump in 2024. Yeah, I bought the dip, I think, yeah, about a year ago, when it was in the 250s. And then I offloaded it above 300. And that's kind of where it's been at. Now it's at about, what, 307. So this, honestly, guys, this stock could be a play. It could be getting ready, setting up for a play back to 320, 325. Then if that were to break, hey, McDonald's could be going higher. It actually looks really good on this chart. We have a golden cross. We're above both moving averages. So MCD, watch out for it. On top of, obviously, Palantir. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the email stock newsletter. It is free, and check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates, guys. And let me know in the comments how the audio sounds. I got a new setup here. New mic. You guys see it. You can probably hear it. Does it sound good? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate your feedback, and be honest. I need your honest feedback. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.